All right, I am sitting here with Sonia Márquez in Greensboro Newcomer School, and just wanted to drop by, ask you a few questions. I have a lot of clients moving, from out of state, and I just wanted to kind of highlight, the movers and shakers in the community. Um, and I guess my first question would be, what's so special about this school?
Mm. I am honored to be considered a mover and shaker. I'm principal of Doris Henderson Newcomer School. What is special about this school is that it is a choice specialty school for every student in their first year in the U.S. So they're coming newly arrived to the United States in grades 3 through 12, and we have them for 1 year. It is their option to come here, and they can get the foundational English skills, learn a little bit more about the American education system and how it differs from the education system in their country, and really become um, familiar with the area, some cultural nuances, and we have the great success or opportunity to set them up for success in their next school.
Okay, that's great. I mean, I'm pretty sure like that really helps with the transition, when they're coming from, their country, here. So I mean, I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
So for parents or anyone looking to move to Greensboro, like what kind of advice would you give them, or like any kind of insight you would give them about the school, the program, or like the growth, like
Yeah.
what would you give them?
Well, the first thing that I really love about this school specifically is that it is so diverse. We have about 40 languages or 40 countries represented here with about 17 languages. So I think this school specifically highlights the diversity in Greensboro, which I really, really appreciate, especially as a daughter of Mexican immigrants, first generation American, first person in my family to go to college.
Wow.
So, like, this work here that I do in leading a school like Newcomers is very, very personal to me. But outside of the work that I do here as principal of Newcomers, I think that this school like really represents how diverse and rich in many cultures Greensboro is. So my advice to anyone coming to look into the area is to not just see a school as a number or a letter that you see on the internet, right? So you're researching schools online.
Right.
There's obviously many reports about schools in the area, so we are really not just us, but all schools here in Greensboro are so much more than a report that you read online.
Exactly.
And so, uh, just to check out the school webpage, most schools offer, and we are one of them, offer tours. So I highly suggest to call and ask for maybe the community liaison or some family engagement specialist and ask for a tour of the school. Most schools are very, very open to anyone that is interested in moving into the area and wants to tour the school, because really what you find out being here and like feeling the
Yep.
energy and seeing the daily operations of places, like, it really gives you a much better and more accurate view of what the schools are like here in Greensboro than anything that you could read online, whether it's, Council of Great City Schools records or the North Carolina School Report Card. Like those, that's a pertinent piece of data, but it
Yeah.
is just one snapshot
Right.
of,
Right.
one day in the life of what we do for an entire school year.
Yeah, and I appreciate you, um, you know, sharing all those details and having me here today. And I think my last question for you would be, what's your proudest moment in your career?
Oh, wow. It's really hard to drill it down to one thing. But as I mentioned earlier, my parents are Mexican immigrants, and they came to the U.S. for a very specific purpose, and that is for the American dream and to be able to, have a great life for their children. So everything that I do here, everything that I've done professionally, is to honor them and their journey and their sacrifice, to make a new life, with a
Right.
new language and a new culture here in the U.S. So I really honor my parents in everything that they've been through to get me to this
Yeah.
point. That now I can be the first person in my family to go to college. I have an advanced degree. Proud principal, of Doris Henderson Newcomers, and just really honoring them, in this opportunity. It's such a great experience.
Well, you have it, Sonia. Sonia, uh, making a difference, here at Newcomers and carrying her family's legacy.
Mm.
I think you are someone that the community should definitely appreciate, and we thank you for doing everything that you do.
Thank you.
Thank you.